Welcome back. Solidified, the show where we don't care if we get into a little trouble. We just let them opinions fly. It's your boy King Shiz.
It's your man Ali the Great.
And it's the bang. It's your girl, it's Lola B.
Yo, what are you doing? What is that? You keep doing
Lil Yachty got a perm, y'all. And they've been putting my guy on the olive oil perm box. He's the new Aunt Jemima on the syrup. And he did this video. And he's like fresh perm. And my homeboy was like, he looked like the girls in school that used to fight all the time and win with the little food stamp ponytails, and they get their hair pressed out and it'd be like all the way up here. That's how his hair was.
What ponytail?
The little
food stamp ponytail.
The little tiny joint.
It's a little snatch. It's a snatch. It's like grass sprouting out the ground, like food stamp.
Good.
You had just enough to wrap a rubber band, but you ain't really got nothing but a little fuzz.
I saw that. I ain't think that was.
And so he pressed out his hair. So he's like, not the bang. Like he's looking around like he knew he was a bad bitch. He was like, bad bitch activate.
Yeah.
Bang. The bang.
I don't know, man. He cooked for that one, man. But I guess all the good fun, Lil Yachty, man. Do you?
Been laughing at it for well over 24 hours.
Right.
I just randomly be blurting it out.
You know, that's one of the things, you know, you sit back and be like, damn, I probably shouldn't have recorded that video and put it online. I feel like he gonna feel like that one day. Huh?
No, I don't think he cares. I don't even think a little bit.
Come on, he walk around with the red hair, like that's his swag. He do the little
right. So
all that shit catches up to you one day, bro. Like
these niggas get paid off of it, man. They're not worried about that shit.
The clout.
Like Lil Baby walk around with
you do anything for clout. Yeah.
Your boy Baby walk around with the diaper and shit. These niggas is out here trying to get money, man.
Let's go. You know it's Baby.
Hey, yo, why Baby drop an album with the same songs, man? You said it's gonna be different. You lied to me, man.
What? It's 10 new songs.
I don't know. It looked like some remixes. I don't know.
What? No, you gotta catch it. He flipped it. He flipped the order. On the deluxe, he put the new tracks first, and then he put the old tracks.
Yo, just give me a new project, man. Give me a new EP, 6-7 records.
I don't want no old shit. Where is the new shit?
Songs, man.
It's on there. It's on there.
I'm not doing it, man. Give me some records, man.
Nah, it's cool. I like the people join off of there. I like a couple songs so far. So
nah, I'm not going through all that shit, man.
The people.
I like the bang.
Like Trouble.
The bang.
What's that?
Yo,
I was just telling y'all which one I like.
You can't help it, man. She's cool.
Y'all know I'm jokes.
Well, yeah, I mean, let's just jump right into it then. It's crazy because I just keep seeing articles popping up, man. It looks like a lot of brothers is getting into trouble. They getting into trouble right now, you know. These rape allegations. I heard.
They do anything for clout. They do anything for clout.
Common in trouble and Takeoff in trouble.
Allegedly.
Allegedly
for both of those brothers right now, but
allegedly.
Commons was, I guess, the young lady by the name of Jaguar, right? If I'm saying her name correctly.
She said a lot of shit too.
Huh?
She said a lot of things this week, more than just Common. I'm like, I don't even know who she is. I'm like, what the hell?
I just know
I feel like I've heard that name. Never seen her or nothing, but I feel like I heard that name.
I haven't either. As soon as I saw her name, I was like, who is that? No disrespect, but it was like, who is that?
Yeah, her face looked familiar, but I just never knew her music. But she was getting that Jill, Erica.
Wow, she was dropping crazy names on the clips. Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to repeat these things, man, because, you know, I support these niggas, man. So it's like, but damn, I don't know.
Don't repeat said allegations.
Allegations, right? You know, allegedly.
Well,
like she had a lot of information though. So
I'm gonna repeat one because she said Common tried to put his joint in her mouth while she was sleeping, and she was like, "I don't know." Yo, that's some wild violation if it's true. Like, you can't be just pulling your joint out and trying to, you know, hit her with the lipstick.
You gotta hear both sides. I want to hear both sides, man. There's 3 sides to every story.
That's true.
That's facts, not fiction.
Now, if he did that, I mean, I'm not even gonna say if he did that because who knows what's going on in the bedroom. I don't know. I mean, if he violated her, that's a violation, man. You know, we really
support. That's a flag on the field. Tech.
Yeah.
Tech.
And Common, one of my favorite rappers, you know that. Yeah. Hey, they killing Common and Talib this week, man.
Yeah, I ain't hear about Talib.
Yeah, we're not gonna kill the brothers, man. We're not gonna kill the brothers today, man.
But they got, they hit Common up. Obviously, Ali saying that there's other people that she was shooting at as well.
Yeah, she pretty much tried to kill the whole 90s, 2000s neo soul wave, like some real shit.
What?
Yeah, man. I don't know. I never heard of it.
This is when, how we don't want to water down a rape allegation, right? Because you never know.
For sure. Because that is very serious.
Right. But then when you start...
Any kind of rape, sexual assault should be treated
with
as serious as it is.
Seriousness, right. But when you start hearing, 1,000 different things coming out about multiple other people. See, I didn't even know what Ali's saying, Lola.
Right. I thought it was just Common.
I thought it was just Common too. So now I'm like, but that sucks because what if she is telling the truth, right? What if Common did mess up a little bit, got a little, little happy-go-lucky, was swinging it around and loose out of the head on
happy-go-lucky was swinging it around.
Hey, I don't know.
Hey, what people do in the bedroom is their business. I always tell y'all that. That's their business.
No, we know Lola on that BSM shit, so we understand she respects
not the banging. The banging.
But then, we'll see how that turns out. Then you got Takeoff with old girl.
With Jane Doe.
Jane Doe.
Who was it?
Jane Doe.
Jane Doe. That's who it was. Now she brought forth a civil suit, but the only reason why she didn't bring forth a lawsuit is because she said it was hard. Like it was like the authorities were evading her. And I was like, whoa, that's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? I believe in people covering things up and trying to help, but why would they do that for Takeoff? Who is Takeoff, right? But it basically, she said she went to the hospital and there was definitely evidence.
Yeah, she said a friend took her to the hospital and there was evidence of physical assault, sexual rape. Basically, just to call it what it is.
Oh, it's confirmed.
But I don't know, but again, I don't know if this story. I can't remember if these were in quotations. If this was supposed to be from her, like, oh, she came to go out on a date or something with the DJ guy, Dwayne or something, the DJ producer guy, Darrell. Yeah. And it was like to her surprise, like a party scene.
Yes.
And he took her to the room and he ran into Takeoff and they had an altercation. And then she went to lay down in the bed. And then that's when he allegedly came in and forced himself on her and in her.
So the way it was is, yes, you have that part. But don't forget, in the beginning, I'm guessing the same sources that we're all reading is saying that Takeoff was making advances at her.
Yes, she did say that too. Yes, that he had been making like aggressive advances that made her uncomfortable.
And then Darrell kind of came to the savior and said, hey, you want to just, come up to my room, kind of get away
from my room. Yeah.
Now, it does, like Lola's saying, I guess they ran into Takeoff at the stairwell with something going up and it was a argument, altercation, whatever. And when she goes upstairs, they kind of glaze over that, right? Somehow she does end up in the room. She
goes upstairs to lay in the bed, and then from there,
like that, then things happen. So,
because like, where did he go? If he was walking to his bedroom,
right?
How did you end up in the bedroom and Takeoff ended up in there too? And he was the one walking you to the bedroom.
Hey, it's gonna be a lot coming out of the story, but it's never gonna be the truth, man.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a lot of stories come out from the situation, but we ain't never really gonna know. But hopefully Takeoff didn't do none of this stuff, man, because these are bad allegations to have attached to your name, man.
For sure.
It's always bad.
Probably the worst allegations is like a rape allegation.
Facts. Ain't that crazy in our culture though? like you could have a kill, like a body on you. You can have
rape should be the worst. Rape should be the worst. I think.
Just like in prison, they don't be giving a fuck about murderers and stuff. But in prison, the hardest niggas in there. If you molesting kids or if you raping women, you done. Like they gonna snatch your ass up and you getting murked like as soon as you get to that bitch.
To me, that's a violation. Like
they do not play about that shit. You could fucking kill 27 people, but let you come in there out into child porn, a pedophile, child molester, or you raping women.
It's over.
You done.
You don't kill 20 people. You finished too.
Word.
But that may be a form of respect for some motherfuckers. But rape is like that's just like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's too much, man. You can't be doing that, bro. Like. It's never going to be permissible, right? Nobody is going to allow that to happen. It's always going to be like...
How do you even get excited or hard or whatever to even rape somebody? Like, I never understood that.
I never understood it.
Some men get off on the struggle, you know. Most of the time, it's a little something before it happens. It's not just a swoop, you know what I'm saying? Like, because if a girl is alleged rape, then obviously, you know, she's or you know what I'm saying, protesting, whether she's physically protesting or verbally protesting. A lot of sick men that are rapists get off on that. So they could have either been hard before because they knew that's what they wanted, or as the protest was happening, that could have got them off too.
That means you a sick motherfucker.
Well, yes. Rapists are sick fucking people. Yeah, period. Just like child molesters, you're fucking sick. You are, something's wrong with your mental.
A power trip too. You know what I'm saying?
It's so deeper than that. Like your mental, your psyche is fucked. If you out here, if you a rapist, child molester, like something's wrong with you.
Yeah, you know me. I'm with that death penalty on them type niggas, man. Get rid of their ass. I'm not trying to pay taxes for them niggas. But that's another story.
Nah, we hear you.
Hopefully, Young Takeoff and them. Maybe this is not hopefully this didn't happen. But at the same time, man, you know, hopefully this young woman was arrested, right?
Right.
These are bad. Yeah, it's a lot of shit going on. It's a lot of sexual assault. The Ellen, like you said, the Ellen DeGeneres joint.
Yeah.
This is wild right now.
It's a lot, but it also comes at a time where people are really comfortable with coming forward, right? So people aren't afraid anymore to, you know, hide or like they.
Which on the flip side is good. You want people to be comfortable coming forward if these things really did occur. You know what I'm saying? It's just, regardless of what the allegation is, there are people out there that have made it harder, especially some women have made it more difficult for other women to want to come forward because of false accusations. And then, you know, it's like, damn, if I come, who's going to believe me? That's one of the number one things that women that are sexually assaulted say. Who's going to believe me? Especially if you don't have the courage to report it right then and there. Well, why'd you wait? Like, that's your fault. Like, you're being malicious because you was too afraid or you was too embarrassed or whatever it was. Well, why'd you wait? It's so many things going against them. And then for people to be out here, you know, getting called out on false allegations, it's like, well, shit, they just gonna throw me in the bucket with the rest of them. And what's gonna make me different? What's gonna make them believe me? So it's just such a serious allegation. I just really hope. It's unfortunate if, you know, that did occur. Not saying that it did or didn't because I wasn't there. But if it did, I definitely hope it gets the attention that it deserves and the justice that it deserves. Because if that did happen, that is by no means okay at all.
Good.
Yeah, man.
So.
But I look like it left off bad and bougie. Does it look like I left off bad and bougie? That's all I can think, man. It's like. Damn.
I look like I got left off bad and bougie.
Yeah, I hope it works out for you, Takeoff. Obviously, you got your support of your brothers, you know, in a tough time like this. If you cooked, you cooked, though. We're going to keep it
How you get a rape charge in the middle of a pandemic, man?
Like, bro, you wasn't even supposed to be over there. You wasn't even supposed to be over there.
Niggas don't stop raping because it's a pandemic.
Oh, shit. Damn.
That ain't stopping no raping.
But,
if niggas is rapey, they out here raping. Period.
Rapey.
Yeah.
So if this is true, Migos finish.
pandemic or not, if you a rapist or a murderer and you have an opportunity, or a thief, if there's an opportunity to rob, pandemic or not, if that's what I do, that's what I do. So if you're a raping ass nigga, this pandemic ain't gonna stop you from raping.
So this is true. Are the Migos, are they finished as a group?
No, they will take Offset, and Quavo will probably continue on to make music. Just like Miami was holding it down when JT, my good sis, was locked down.
Yeah. This nigga, if he gets charged
with rape, hold on. This is the difference. I think Lola's right though, because we think about Quavo and we think about Offset the most. Just be honest, right? When we think
about correct. Who is Takeoff?
Hey, Takeoff. Yeah, a lot of work for the group.
Yeah, he does. He had his project was solid too when he dropped his own solo.
Yeah, but I think doesn't he do a lot of like production or producing or he does something else, whether it's beats or maybe he writes a lot for them. It's something else outside of just being an artist. I think he contributes something else. I just can't remember exactly what it is.
Did their own thing. That's why I hate that like people do that with certain people in the group. It's like he brings something to the table. Obviously, he may be producing all the damn beats. I mean, not saying that he is, but it's like a lot of times people do that with the artists and they don't even know what niggas is really doing behind the scenes. So
I get what you're saying. Like, who is he? Right. Like, what's his real, like value to the group? I'm just talking about face value, right? When we
I think they would go on.
Yeah,
I think they would go on to pop their shit.
They wouldn't be the Migos no more. They'd just be solo. You couldn't do the Migos with two of them niggas. It'd be Quavo and Offset.
I think they could do the Migos with just them two.
They could too. I could see them featuring on some songs together. I could see them doing projects with them two, having other people come feature. Like I can see shit still moving.
I'll see Destiny's Child with just Kelly and Beyonce.
That's different.
Nah, man, group is a group, man.
That's a little different.
That is different.
I don't like when groups.
For these particular artists,
that's fair for you to say.
In this particular group, I can see them continuing on to be successful without.
But hey, we're not even gonna do your man's like that.
We're not gonna write him off. Yeah, we ain't gonna write Takeoff off too quick, right? Take him off of the meeting.
We're not gonna take him off.
Let me stop. He still got a chance. Guilty until, we say guilty until proven innocent in the hood, even though it's supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. But we'll see how it turns out.
Hey, Solidified, man, Whitford was fair and just, man. So if he did it,
we'll see how it turns out.
They said he did that shit. He did that shit, right? Well, hopefully not.
Same goes for Common. So we'll see how all that stuff turns out.
Man, it's crazy. I hope these brothers, y'all gotta do better, man. Y'all gotta do better out here, man. We'll stay away from
compromising situations.
Damn. We'll see. Hey, soon come. We'll get the real facts pretty soon.
Because a lot of that stuff, a lot of people that do be lying that are like opportunists.
Yeah.
If you wasn't in a compromising situation to begin with, it will be quite difficult to prove or even allege that some shit went down if you was nowhere near the situation or people didn't have all that extra stuff to say to the build up to lead up to like this. Like
it's still tough because you could be in the best position possible and somebody can
No, you can. I'm not saying that's what it is indefinitely. I'm just saying I think that it would lessen some allegations if it was like you were not in a compromising situation that could look one way.
I got you.
I hope she's lying, man.
Yeah. All right.
Kind of like I'm gonna get off this, but kind of like the Jordan Tristan situation. Remember that?
Who?
Oh yeah.
Jordan Woods and Tristan Thompson.
Oh, okay.
Remember when Jordan was caught at the crib? Well, when she came out and when the story came out, she had her legs on his lap. It was just a bunch of stuff that, although what was said didn't occur, these other things should not have occurred either.
You said, wait, legs was on the laps?
Yes, her legs was on his lap.
You could that happen. You could.
And she was like, it's a party. Like, I wasn't the only one there. True enough, but if you this close to me, it just look a little sketchy. She was looking at it like, shit, I'm at the party just like everybody else. It's at his house, sure. But she spent the night. Like, it's just.
It's the bang.
It's that bang.
That bang.
That bang.
I don't know about that story. You said she spent the night over there?
This was so old. Are you serious, Ali?
Y'all know I don't be keeping up with this stuff, man.
Don't go too deep.
I'm not going deep at all, but it was the reason why her and Chloe fell out and her and Kylie fell out because they was BFFs.
Right.
All them niggas be falling out, man.
This was a minute ago, though.
King, what is it? What's Kanye? What do you call moms? Kim Jong-un.
That was funny as hell. I'm not gonna lie.
What's the Kanye album at, man?
It's good.
Good, man.
R.I.P. to Donda.
I'm ready to get my Kirk Franklin on with that, man.
Yeah, he set us up for the okie doke with that, but I'm sure it'll come out on a random day out of nowhere.
Should come out tomorrow.
Right, and we're gonna be like, what?
Now tomorrow is Friday. That's too much like right. That should have come out like Sunday.
That's too correct for him to drop it on a Friday, right? All right, let's talk about Logic and Joe Budden. You know, the estranged.
Bro, Joe Budden's roasted that nigga, didn't apologize, but the roast was hilarious.
It was. The apology definitely seemed sincere too, but then when he did that interview with, was it Lupe Fiasco, right?
Yo, Lupe's album, man. Have y'all heard it?
No, sir.
I heard the project, but yeah.
Come on, man. It's just like fine wine.
It's definitely.
Is it? Put me on some songs because I've never really been a listener to Lupe.
Vibe. It's not meant to be like
real smooth. It's real smooth.
Yeah.
Well, you know I do like smooth.
It's not like a food and liquor type of like. It's not one of those. Yeah, you know.
Smooth, man.
You know I be on that wave, so put me on. Send me some good tunes.
Yeah, my man.
Yeah. But yeah, when he was talking to him, he was like, I ain't, even though he had already apologized, he was like, I ain't, what he say? Wasn't nobody reaching out to me when I was writing suicidal raps. He was just like, basically like, nigga, like, get some backbone. Like, no, it's not that serious. Get over it.
He do need a fucking backbone. I mean, Joe be killing his ass, but
because then Lupe was like, because how many times? What did he say? He was like, it's been over like 6 times. Joe was like, that's not a lot. He's like, yes, it is. He's like, I'm 40. 6 times is not a lot. I was reading this in Joe Budden's voice. Y'all know how Joe Budden talks.
Watch that shit.
So he's like 40. I'm 40 years old. That is not a lot of times. Like, but
all I'll say is Joe,
he was like, you need a backbone. If me saying that shit made you want to commit suicide, then you're the problem, not me.
Logic was being very soft with that. I mean, Logic is
hold on. Everybody knows how much I love Joe. Joe is like my favorite rapper for a very long time. He was my favorite rapper for a very long time, but Joe was saying some shit like, you know.
I know he loved Joe Budden.
Hold on. If saying, hey, you know, huh?
He acted like he didn't know that.
Yeah, he was my favorite rapper for a very long time. He made a lot of great music.
But I liked him more as a podcaster.
You have heard him say that. You look very surprised. Yes, you've heard him say that.
He was my favorite rapper for a while, man, back in the day. But
you have heard him say that.
At the end of the day, Logic makes really great music, and in my opinion, and
he's a rapper.
Joe picks on. He literally finds a reason to bully.
He does.
All the time. He goes out of his way to bully Logic. So he said
you should have been retired.
But look, he's trashing him, and he's completely invalid. Like. My nigga, even Maul was like, who's on the Joe Budden podcast was like, it's good. He's a good rapper. It's good music, Joe. Like, cut it out, man. Like, stop doing it. And then Joe doubles down and says, don't nobody want to hear that.
He's like, no, fuck that. Nobody want to hear that shit.
He was killing them. So my whole point is to say, if you tie the way he goes out of his way to bully Logic, think about the way these kids are bullied at school. He bullies them.
Logic is a grown fucking man. Ain't nobody getting bullied.
It doesn't matter. My whole point is to say this. You bully somebody who has mental health issues or is going through something, they will kill themselves, bro. It doesn't matter.
But he said it's not my job to know that. Because it's like, if I'm popping shit, if I'm not being malicious, like taunting you in a aggressive or demeaning manner, if I'm just popping shit.
That nigga's 30 years old.
You're covering up for a nigga who's purposely being malicious. I promise you. Like, every time I've
but do you think Joe Budden would still be acting like he acted if he really thought that Logic had mental issues and was depressed and maybe suicidal?
You answer that question.
No, because he apologized. He apologized about this shit.
His apologies seem sincere, but I don't know.
Look.
I think Joe is apologizing for his brand. I think Joe feels the way he felt. You can't. That's like saying I'm sorry, but you can't say I'm sorry and then say but after and say a bunch of shit trying to justify it.
How are you strong enough to go on tour the world, do your shows, sell records, make money, but you can't take criticism from a nigga that's, I mean, I fuck with Joe Budden, but he's not, come on, man. Joe Budden is not like the most respected rapper ever.
You and this Joe Budden's plural shit. That's how I know you don't
Game made me like that when I was young, man. G-Unit kid.
Like saying Meek Mills, everybody. I'm like, damn, there's no at the end.
But come on, man. Logic got to toughen up. The man is 30 years old. You got to be tough. But Logic is a good rapper. I don't know why Joe doesn't like him. But
I'm not gonna teach myself to people. That's just a reality in my opinion. Like, have some substance behind what you're saying. There was one time when Joe broke down on it.
I kind of understand what you're saying.
Hold on. There was one time that he broke it down, right? And I was like, okay, that's a better way to say what you're saying, but to just say, he needs to shut the fuck up. Look at the speakers are flying away from him. Shut up, you crybaby. Like, don't go at this man. You already know he's not a gangster. Right? He's not a gangster rapper. I don't hear Joe doing that to gangster rappers. That's what I'm trying to say.
What you saying?
Don't bully somebody who does not proclaim themselves to be a gangster. That's what I mean. If Benny comes in there and you have a problem with Benny,
it's hard though.
That's what I'm saying. Think about follow my theme, follow my message. He's not gonna do that with those guys, even if they're trash. Is what I'm trying to say. Joe
gets on niggas that's trash.
I'm telling you, the people that he feels like can put some type of move on him, doesn't do that. That's what I'm saying.
Like if niggas gonna put hands on him, he's not gonna say nothing to him.
He's chilling. Now the Migos and guys like that.
Probably I haven't seen him really do nothing to nobody that's kind of like violent.
That's what I mean. Like, or that we perceive as violent. I know in the
beginning. He'll pick and choose, but he'll let you know he does that too. He'll let you know, like, no, I'm not gonna fuck with them. But at the same time,
that's wild to me.
That is wild, but Joe, I'm not even more mad at Joe. I'm just disappointed in Logic. You gotta have tough skin, bro. You put yourself out in front of the world, just like us three artists.
That's fair. I'm not going away from that. I'm just saying, don't pick on
you making too much money to be worried about this shit, bro. That's like now you gonna retire. His whole thing was, I was like, why are you retiring, bro? Like nobody cares, right? Like we like Logic. I like Logic
because Joe Budden was like, nigga, nobody care. You should have been retired.
Right, nobody really cares, right? He's a good rapper, but it's like Joe said, I don't really care to hear that from him. I mean, I'll hear it. It'll be cool, but I'm not gonna go back and listen to the Logic album. He just doesn't have replay value for me. But upon initial listen, I'm like, damn, he has skills. It's good, but it doesn't resonate with me. You know what I mean? So I think that's Joe. That was Joe's thing.
The reason why
Shiv looked like Morpheus, the way he's sitting right with his hands crossed.
Because Joe's whole argument is built off of the biracial shit. He's mad that that's what Logic did in the past. So now he has a vendetta against Logic forever. It doesn't matter what Logic puts out. He's always going to have the vendetta. He said that this project that he just released, he actually said it was better than the other ones. And I think that was saving face.
I just doesn't have bad work. He doesn't have bad projects.
Huh?
I mean, I can't say that he has bad projects. Like Logic's he's a good rapper, but I feel like he just got to be tougher as just a man. Like, just why are you worried about what Joe Budden has to say?
I ain't gonna fight you on that because I feel like.
Hey, but Joe did say something that fucking made me die laughing, bro. He said this nigga Logic sounds like gentrification. Bruh, I fell out of my seat, man. That was hilarious.
You know why and that was disappointing to me because we have great rappers who are biracial rappers. My favorite rapper currently is J. Cole.
Yeah. But he doesn't use that he doesn't use that though.
But the only reason why J. Cole has a different story because J. Cole looks like you and me.
He
doesn't look like a white man who has a black origin as well. That's the difference.
Right.
That's the difference. So J. Cole is gonna only rap about
act like outside of the
J. Cole's mama is as white as all the Karens you see on YouTube about shit. So
J. Cole moves according to the culture, though. Logic doesn't really move according to the culture. This nigga out here crying about, he just act kind of soft and kind of like spoiled, like just spoiled. I don't know, man. It's about
just speaking about stuff. That's what I'm trying to say. He has a different struggle, a different story, man. He is that black person,
but it doesn't really resonate with us.
Who sits on the white person's side of the table because that's what we push him to. Not because that's where he just wants to be, but that's the
box we have scooted him into.
Because of how
that's the box he lives
in. If he didn't tell you that he was black, you would never know that he was black. That's why
you think Logic lives in that box in real life, though.
Which box? That he's in the? Do you think he just?
I feel like he lives in that box though, and he just happens to be a good rapper.
I think he plays both. I just think we see what.
Now you can't play both though. You can't play both.
Huh? That's unfair to him as a biracial individual.
Well, that's unfortunate for him though. But you can't really play both though, because that's not how the culture moves.
That's unfortunate. I don't think. I mean, he's black and white. He can't change that. That's just part of his life.
Right. Hey, that's just unfortunate.
He can identify with both if he needs to. That's his.
He can identify with both, especially in this society right now. Just know you can't identify with both. You either one or the other. You gotta pick a side. That's how I move, because you can't be white today and then black tomorrow.
I don't have that battle, so I can't speak on that. I'm not speaking on another man's play. You know what I'm saying? I'm not biracial. I'm all black. So I
think about everything that's going on in the world right now.
Tell him he has to turn his back on his white parent or their culture.
He got to talk to his pop about that shit. He got to talk to his father about that. Man, I can't help him out with that.
I told you, Lola. I said this is a juicy one because that's where Joe's whole thing comes from. He don't want to hear biracial raps from him. That's really all the thing. And that's
who is that guy that we talked about way early on?
Budden.
On our show. It was.
Budden. That's what I'm saying. We're revisiting it now that he's retiring.
Was he bald head or something?
He shaved it at one point. He did shave his hair at one point.
Okay, same person.
But
we had a very similar conversation.
Right. I stirred the pot again, Lola, only because I know that that's where Joe's opinion stems from that and why he bullies him and talks about him all the time. But it's true.
I mean, I don't listen to him. Do he be like rapping about like shit that y'all think he's like flexing on? Like, is that why you think?
No, that's what I'm saying to Ali. He doesn't rap about that. That's the thing. And that's what Joe wants to hear. Joe wants to hear him rap like he's fucking J. Cole. And that's not the case.
That's just not him.
That's just not him. But that's what Joe's saying. He's like, I'm okay with that, but get your ass out of here because I don't want to hear it because all you want to talk about is being a dad and you want to talk about your plight as a biracial rapper or biracial.
But think about it though.
But that's like, yeah, let my nigga tell his story. And
in hip hop, that's a fact, bro. In hip hop, we're black. I mean, hip hop is a black sport, right? So for the most part, niggas is not gonna be able to relate to biracial shit. So it's unfortunate for him. But that's hip hop, bro. Like,
all I'm gonna say is, I come out of the box when I listen to people when they.
Hey, I told you, Logic was dope. I like Logic, but I don't get it to resonate with me. It's just unfortunate.
I can feel them. I can feel, hey, that's your thing. People are just, discriminating against you, your own culture. Right. Black people are discriminating against you because you look like the other side. And that's the part. That's what he's talking about, folks like you, Ali, and like Joe. Not But no, what I'm saying is how you saying I don't want to hear that shit. He's talking about you and how when he grew up, he had to deal with that shit all the time. And so
I can't help him with that. I can't help him with that. You got to talk to his dad about that.
Well, Ali, I don't give a fuck. Hey. Ali don't care. He like, I don't care, bro.
Hey.
Bro, pull your split. Hey, what Rico say? What Rico say?
Drop your nuts.
What Rico saying, pitiful? Pull your skirt down, B.
Hey, that's what he need to do. Hey, I can't help him with that though. But
it's all
if it don't connect, it just don't connect.
I hear you.
But I like, Logic can spit though. I can't take none away. Like I be like, damn, he's spitting. He can get down, but I'm not gonna wake up and be like, yo, let me turn that Logic on.
I think No Pressure was a dope album for me, but I'll take my foot off the gas on it. Joe,
it's a joint with game related. That was like his first or second project.
That was on the first project.
I like that project.
And this project was was a continuation of that project, but it's all good.
But I think Joe's thing in the beginning was that whole I'm white, I'm black, and nobody wants to hear that shit.
I hear you. All right.
You don't even want to hear that shit. You don't want to hear that.
I love Logic. Shout out to Logic, man. Be a dope dad, man. I connect with you on that, big dog. Make it happen.
Hey, but how he retiring but got a new deal to make music, man. He just need to keep making music.
Don't do the mall thing. Don't do the mall thing now. We talking about Joe. We talking about Joe and Logic. Look at Lola. Lola's like, I'm done with y'all niggas on this live.
Lola chilling over there. I like the backdrop over there, Lola. They get the little
I know.
Watch.
Let's re-engage Lola over there because she starts to do the.
I'm just.
Lola getting sleepy.
She got the wine in her hand.
Hold on.
Hey, for y'all kids, she got that wine. She ready today. Ain't no tea. But what was I gonna say? All right, 2 Chainz versus Rick Ross.
Yo, come on, man. I gotta call Swizz and Timbo up for this one, man.
Why? What happened? You don't think that's a good battle?
This shit is like a first round matchup, man. Like Ricky Rose,
Ricky Renzel.
Come on, he got classics. I ain't taking nothing away from Chainz because Chainz got hits
like that. I was about to say,
Chainz got hits, but it's just the level of quality of music. Like, Chainz's last 2 projects have been pretty good, but come on, man, we was riding to Rick Ross in high school, like whole album. Like, it's different.
Every day I'm hustling, every day.
Push it to the
yeah.
Nothing better than that.
Push it to the
I ain't gonna hold you.
Hey.
That's a matchup. That's like number 1 versus number 8 seed. No disrespect to Chainz though. It's just like a big up for Ross.
Yo,
I like Chainz.
And you know, I haven't really been big on Ross like that. I've always, because I'm a G-Unit guy, you know, 50 and Ross went at it. So
hey, that's 2 grown men.
No, just being honest. It turned me off from Ross. You know, because I was siding with 50 in the beginning, so now that I'm listening a little more Ashton Marsh music,
I'm the biggest boss that you've seen thus far.
Overall, Ross has had a way better career.
Than who?
Hip-hop career.
Than who?
Overall, you know who I'm talking about.
He said, nah, say the words, nigga. Then who? Look at his face.
Overall,
then 2 Chainz, formerly known as Titty Boy.
You're cooked.
Facts. He got way better albums overall.
You're cooked. I'm gonna go with 50's a legend. Ross is not a legend. So just remember that.
What kind of legend is he?
What?
I mean, 50's a mixtape legend.
Game. 50 came in. 50, yo.
He's a mixtape legend, bro.
50 made everybody want to be a gangster. Like, everybody thought they was a gangster. Everybody wanted to put a bulletproof vest on. Y'all niggas wearing wife beaters, walking around with the snug wife beaters. Like, I don't want to be Rick Ross. I'm gonna tell you, I never wanted to be
Rick Ross, the correctional officer.
I respect Rose because he's a good businessman.
Hey, a lot of people, correctional officers, nobody really even know what correctional officers do.
Listen, man, I was giving you some respect with your boy Rose. Let me just go into it. Then you had to say something.
Rose has better albums, bro.
Look, Lola, they ain't got to be disrespectful and start talking about 50.
50 was hot for a few years.
This is about Rose versus 2 Chainz. So I ain't gonna let you get me out of my lane. I'm gonna go back. But Titty Boy is still hard as well. How many artists can leave, come back, rebrand themselves, and have success again? Like, cut it out, bro.
You talking about 2 Chainz?
2 Chainz. We knew
Ross didn't have to leave, bro. Ross been hot all the whole time. He didn't have to leave. I'm not about to give him kudos for
he dropped some fire to the beginning, and then he got quiet for a little while, and then he resurfaced again.
Came out. There was no quiet, nothing, man. Ross
got quiet. I will agree that Ross will probably have more bangers in a versus battle. You know, so when it does happen,
better albums, everything.
Huh? I'm not fighting you on that. But just be
I don't want to diss 2 Chainz because 2 Chainz' last project was pretty good. The little
be respectful to Titty.
Girls Like Something. Pretty Girls Like Trap Music. That shit was hard. Yeah. And then the one he had, it was like red with gold chain on it. He had some pretty good albums as of late. Ross got like 10 albums. Crazy.
Come on, man. Let my man do his thing.
I'm at the White House.
I mean, who you like, Lola? Out of the 2, who do you prefer? Rose, huh? That's fair.
That would just be my preference. I do like 2 Chainz, but I can honestly say I listen to Rick Ross more, or I'm tuned in more. I can't tell you. I remember when Pretty Girls Like Trap Music came out, and I did take a listen to that because people were talking about it. So I remember I wanted to tap in, but I can't name or say that I really anticipated or been interested in any 2 Chainz albums that were coming out. Like I have maybe Rick Ross albums have piqued my interest. Like, I want to check that out. I want to listen to that.
Lola, who you taking your ass to?
Oh, 2 Chainz.
Exactly. So
it's your birthday. It's your birthday.
Come on.
This contest, you in first place.
Come on. But yeah. I get it. I had to do that.
We talking about 20 songs, so they're gonna do 20 and 20 in there. You know,
that's gonna. I don't know. It's gonna get tough for Chainz, in my opinion, to keep up with Rose. You know, all debate aside, I gotta side with you guys on the Rick Ross side when it comes to the versus battle. You know, it's gonna be tough. Huh?
I want to hear like Ross T.I., Ross Jeezy, Ross.
Yeah, I think that would be a good one.
That would be more appropriate. Ross T.I. or Ross and Jeezy.
But look, Tip calling out everybody. He just wants the legends. Like he wants
Tip with Jay-Z. Tip wild.
Yeah.
Tip hard though. Tip is hard.
Tip do got hits though.
Tip has a fucking
and that's Lola Boy.
Because y'all know he's in my top 5. I love me some T.I. He's in my top 5, so he got a portfolio. Okay.
But I think Tip versus Rose would be a good one. I think we would be going back and forth, and we would feel like the competition with production songs.
I would definitely be on the T.I. side, but I do think those would be better pairings.
But
I do think those would be better pairings. That would be
a better battle for sure.
Unless 2 Chainz come out and just blow niggas out the water, we like, damn, we forgot he did that.
That's what I'm saying. I want to hear, you know, when these
shows, I
see the verses, I want to hear how it turns out, because he's gonna pull shit out of his back pocket for sure. So
I really prefer the producer ones more though, because it's like you kind of discover.
So they got such different discographies that they were a part of. So yeah,
and that you didn't know.
Right,
like, we're all gonna know all the songs that they played tonight.
Right, for sure. A lot of surprises come up when it's the producers. You're right.
Yeah, they need to bring that back.
All right, Lola.
Yes,
it's you. It's on you.
Side note, I agree. The verses with the producers, I was definitely shocked. Like, damn, he did that, or damn, he did that. That was nice. This is nice too, just the friendly little battle and stuff like that. But I did appreciate the producers more because it came as such a surprise.
Right.
Of these producers in a catalog that you have, unless you're really super duper into music, where you be knowing all the stats and all of that stuff,
right?
Then it's like, oh damn, they did that.
Look, unless you're Ali, you know, and you know all the extra details about it.
I ain't like that. I'm a youngin' man. We young. We don't know. But
I know.
I just say that to say that I appreciated that. The producers,
though, right?
Huh?
I think Apple and Verzuz have a deal, so it's gonna be a lot of matchups that you probably.
Yeah, they're gonna keep rolling with it. Yeah, for sure.
They need to make a playoff about that shit though. Like niggas gotta advance to the next level.
Yeah, like where can we take this next? What's next for Verzuz?
Verzuz tour.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The versus tour type of thing that probably could turn into something good.
Mm-hmm.
Social distance. You can structure that out. They figure out a way to map that out and make some money off of it. It could work.
That would be lit.
Versus tour.
Hear like Jay and some Nas with somebody.
I think they should just do this like once things, you know, this vaccine and shit, everything starts rolling, things start to get a little more back to its real, because obviously we're all outside a little bit at this point, right? We still practicing precautions and stuff like that, but once it gets back to allowing people to be in like large public places together, like concerts and shit, I think Verzuz, like you said, needs to keep it, right? And make that a real thing where like 2 artists go on tour together and they are performing songs and battling back and forth. It would be a quick, super duper mega bag grab for sure.
I agree. I would love to see that. I would love to go to a concert for that. That's what I was going to see. That would be dope.
The whole thing. I'll be okay with. I don't even need openers. Like you can give me those two people, and I'll pay $100, $150 as long as they're like heavyweight people that I.
Get you an opener, bro.
Somebody can jump on there.
You may have like 5 openers.
Damn.
You know,
damn.
It's business. Niggas gonna show up late. They gonna be high.
He said this the hip hop versus. You know, any hip hop concert. You know that's how.
You know, Erica, by doing them, they gonna roll up there. It's gonna be some smoke going on.
Bag late.
They gonna have a good time.
Hey, Jill, go ahead.
Jill.
Hey, your girl was killing Jill and Erica, man. I was hurt, man.
Who? The Jaguar tape?
I went and played some Erica and Jill too. I was like, damn, let me give you some spins real
quick. Who you talking about?
Jaguar. Let's get to the T with Lola B.
Go ahead, Lola.
It's time. Y'all know what time it is. Yeah, it's time with T with Lola B. It's time with T with Lola B. T with Lola B.
Where we at? Click. T with Lola B, baby.
Today's tea topic is, we gotta do like a soundbite insert. I need like a drum roll, or I need something, some kind of something. But is with kids.
We missed you.
Dating with kids. Dating people with kids. Dating people with kids. How do you guys feel about it?
Look,
obviously, Shiz has to put himself in another something because he's married.
Nah, you ain't even got to do that because I have experience, right, from the past, right? So it's not even a problem.
So how do y'all feel about dating women with children, a child or children?
Ali, you go first.
I mean, I've done it before in my younger days, man. So right now, there's so many women out there without kids. So it was like, why would I limit myself to that lifestyle?
Not necessarily limit, but do you see that there
I
is
would limit myself to that lifestyle, B.
Why do you feel like that would be considered limiting yourself?
I mean, there's so many limitations with that. I mean, if it's not your child, it's just different, man. You got these different attachments to these people. It's not your child.
Baby daddy.
Yeah, you have all the issues. You got the disciplinary issues. It's just a lot going on. It's like you got your situation, and then you got an outside situation that's kind of integrated with your situation. It's easier just to date somebody that don't have kids. Now, if you have kids, it's different. If you actually have kids, though, maybe because y'all have that in common. Y'all understand y'all kind of understand that dynamic.
Yeah, and it might be hard. It's probably a little, not hard per se, but maybe a little more challenging for people that do have a kid or kids to date because maybe they run into people that are, don't have any children. And it's like, they're not going to be as understanding when you can't get that babysitter. So let's do something at the house. Or they can't, be as flexible or stay out as late or, just all kinds of things. They may have challenges dating too because it's like,
and I'm tough too.
Part of me, I got kids.
Your damn kid, man. I'm gonna have to do it. So I'd rather just be my kid. Because then we got some issues, man. I don't like disrespect, so I'm gonna have to put my,
That's fair.
And then that's
fair.
Right?
Everyone is entitled to their preference. I just wanted some insight as to why you felt like that was limiting.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather just have my own situation. I mean, at this point in my life that I'm at right now. Now, if I had a kid, like I said, it's probably easier for people to have kids because they can understand the other person's situation. It's totally different, like raising.
You just have a lot more in common.
Right. You can understand what that person's going through.
I kind of want to piggyback with Ali, right? Just in the way he said it, and just add something onto it, right? So
I should have got me a snack.
I prefer because you got that bang. That bang.
The bang.
Y'all extra today, y'all, with the bang. I want a snack. I want a glass of wine. I want everything. But I want to say this, right? I would prefer to date somebody with a younger kid. because I feel like
not younger, because then it's chances that they still got something going on with baby daddy.
I didn't say it was a baby. I just said a younger kid, right? So like if the kid is 3-4 years old, right, and of course there is a certain amount of separation from that baby daddy, right? I would rather have them at that age, right? Because when they're seeing me all the time, they're like, oh, that's my guy right there as well. Like Sean is in the picture too. It's not just my dad. You know what I mean? And I'll never try to replace anybody's father or anything like that, because I think it's very important that, a person's biological father be in the picture. But I would, if I had to, it would be a younger child. Because you don't want the 13, 14, 15-year-olds be giving
checking your ass like.
I'll jump your ass while your
ass like fucking around here to the crib. Dating my mom. They be wilding. Teenage boys.
Word.
When their parents be dating.
They
be wild, disrespectful.
I gave my stepdad hell, boy. He came in the picture when I was like really, really, he was really, really in the picture. Like when I was in my preteen, teenage age. And I was just like, nigga, you ain't my daddy. Like I was on his
daddy, nigga. Fuck out of here.
I couldn't do it, man. So I hear Ali about just if you can avoid it, but once you start to get in those later years in your life, those chances start to decrease that the people that you're in, you're mingling with.
And you can pull you a Marcus Houston, man. Go get you a little 19-year-old.
Oh.
That's what happens.
It's cooked, bro. It's cooked.
Now, I seen that yesterday on the IG, man. So I thought that was hilarious.
I know they roasted the fuck out of him because there's no way I'm going to be 35 with a 19-year-old. It's just not happening, bro.
Hey, they let Tiger do it, man.
It's quite questionable.
My man Tiger.
Tiger Woods?
No, TYGA. Tiger wasn't that old when he was dating Kylie.
Gotcha.
He wasn't that old when he was dating Kylie.
Tiger was like my age, man.
He was like 20.
Yeah, he was younger.
5, 6.
He was in the middle, like 24.
He was like 17, bro. Come on.
Yeah, he still cooked too, but
no, for sure, but it wasn't that.
Yeah, it wasn't
he
that.
was not in his 30s.
But Tiger leveled up when he left them damn Kardashians, man. The nigga albums got real fly after that.
I like this first project, but
that's debatable.
What, Lime and the Coconut?
No, I didn't know that was his first project.
I cannot just get with Tiger as a rapper. Like I like something. Most of the Tiger stuff that I like, he's featured on something, and it's like, oh, okay, I don't really like it for him, but it's cool that he's an addition. But
he was trash. He was trash before he left the Kardashians. After that, he leveled up.
He don't really move me as an artist.
Yeah, Tiger's not that guy that I'm going to all the time for any type of music at all.
He's better than Logic.
Huh?
Look at it. Huh?
Well, you didn't believe that. Even you didn't believe that. No. The album.
Tiger do have some bangers though. He got some new.
Look, the album I'm talking about was called "Careless World: Rise of the Last King."
I never even heard of it. Never heard.
Yeah, it was really good. It was. If you go back and listen to it, you probably would like it. That's the funny part.
Hey, pre Kylie Jenner, Tiger he went from here to that nigga just he leveled.
He did take off, and that's most people kind of level up once they're with them. Like, let's just be honest. Like, you get more publicity, you get more opportunities. You're wrapped into other circles that you probably weren't in before. It's a lot. So
this joint right here, bitch, I'm the shit.
We don't know what that shit say.
Yeah, bitch, I'm the shit is really ignorant, but it's hard. It's hard.
Yeah, I see it. Yeah, and there was some songs from that. Yeah, this is definitely some of the early. That's early.
Yeah, hey man, the album cover on Melrose, LA and shit. He was doing his thing.
Yeah, Lola. Kids. Like I said, I'm cool with it. At the end of the day, I could date somebody with kids. I messed around, before I was married with a lady that had a kid. So it's not something's too far. I didn't date her. I know your title of your topic is dating, but if I did, it would have to be a younger kid. I want to be able to, plant some roots with that child, right? And be able to be a part of from the beginning, structure their mind and move them in a certain direction based off.
Yeah, be a real influence.
Correct. 100% correct.
That's fair.
What about you?
I'm not going to hold you. I ain't with that shit. Not even a little bit.
Why not?
And this is why. No shade to people who fit that mold. But I have a certain vision and plan for my own life. And when I have my first child, I want to experience that with my husband for the first time. I want to share that and experience that together with my husband. Again, it's no shade. Like, I've talked to people, but I'm not taking anyone seriously, and I'm not dating with intention with anyone that has children, because I just know for a fact I'm very solid on the fact that I want us to experience that together for the first time. Like, I don't want to have to intervene and figure out my place in a child's life and figure out my place in that child's mom's life, because granted, the farther you take it, like, we all about to be family, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm just not really interested in investing myself and my time in and figuring out my place and where do I stand and dealing with parental differences with that spouse or with that love interest or whatever, when we might not be on the same page about discipline, about, parenting styles. That, it's so many things that could come up, and it's just like, I'm just not interested.
That's true.
So that's why I say, again, it's just no shade, but I've always been pretty certain that that's something that I want my husband and I to share with each other for the first time. First time parents, we figuring this shit out together, like, from scratch. We building this family from scratch. I just don't have any interest in jumping into a kind of already established family, so to speak, and figuring out my place.
Fair.
All right. Yeah, I know. For me, like, it's like I gotta have my own shit and be able to run that shit. I can't be. He
ain't trying to have to punch your 12-year-old in his chest because he goddamn talking out the side of his mouth. Right. Now, me and you got a problem because I done,
Hey, I agree.
A lot of these little niggas need to get punched in their chest, and especially if it's a single mom and it's a dad not in the life.
Yeah. They not. If he's not in the life, that's different. But it's like you got your rules here, and then when they go over there, it's gonna be different. Then you gotta retrain them.
Man, exactly. It's like shit. I was brought up how I was brought up, and I'm not about to sit back and watch wild shit. Like, kids that be talking to their mom crazy and shit like that. Like, I'm not about to sit and watch that. So then it comes to a situation where it's like, shit, do I sit back and mind my business and not say anything because I'm not that child's parent, or do I step in, because at the end of the day, whether it's parent and kid or not, that's still an adult and you're still a child. So regardless of the parental factor,
it's a co-parenting, right? And making sure that obviously it doesn't happen really well all the time, but having efficient co-parenting helps those things. To Ali's point, like, if the dad is still in the picture, right, and the mom and the dad are no longer in any way, shape, or form having a sexual relationship or intimate relationship, right? But they're at least able to co-parent very efficiently, and they're not all up in each other's business about the guy who's there or whatever. They know they trust.
Yeah, like strictly co-parenting, right? Without all the extra gray area.
But I still roll with you on that was important for me. Still, even though I said, maybe, it could be possible, if the kid was young, I would do it. Was built on the same beliefs as you, right? I was like, you know what, my feelings are, I don't want to be with somebody who has kids per se. I want to share that experience with that I'm married to and have that baby together for the first time. So I'm happy that it felt that way. It just doesn't always happen that way for everybody else. So I'm just speaking hypothetically from that standpoint.
Yeah.
But, hey, what my man Snoop say? Rodney and Baby Boy. Fuck your
He said, I don't want to be a daddy no way. He's like, fuck your fort, little nigga. I don't want to be a daddy no way. Little JoJo was like, I hate you. He was like, you not my daddy.
Ali, you remember that scene? He wake up on the couch. When he wake up on the couch.
And JoJo had done built the whole fort. Rodney wake up like, he was like, good morning. I know that movie like every other movie.
Hey, my favorite part is when
he was like, good morning, scrub. And then JoJo ain't say nothing back. So Snoop kicked his pillows. He was like, I hate you. You know my daddy. He's like, I hate you too, little nigga. I ain't trying to be your daddy no way. Like, damn. Keep this fort over.
Ali, you out here kicking forts over, man?
Oh, nah. I ain't gonna be on a fort.
He said, nah, bro.
I made that decision earlier in my life, but you know, when you're young, you do certain shit. But at this age, I watched the Animal Planet, man.
At this big old age.
I watched the Animal Planet.
Go ahead, I want to hear this. Go ahead, Animal Planet.
I watched the Animal Planet, right? And you know when a new lion come into the pride and he take that shit, he'll take the women lion and he'll kill the little boys.
Lioness.
Yeah.
He killed the other male children because he got to have his own kingdom and shit. So it's like, I got to have my own kingdom.
They ain't had that shit in Lion King.
I know that was a little vicious for y'all. That may be too wild for YouTube. You know, we might have to take it off YouTube. But yeah, that shit was crazy. I was like, damn, he came to fight him, and then he found all the boys, all the male little baby lions, and just
Lola B.
He finished them because he knew when they grow up to be older, they gonna take his shit. He can't have that.
Yeah, I'm killing all the niggas.
Hey, that's that 50 Cent mentality. You know what I mean?
That's true. That's true. But all right.
He's a savage.
All right.
Well, that wraps up another Tea with Lola B. I appreciate you guys being transparent and candid with your girl.
No doubt.
As for our audience, as always, until y'all get tired of hearing this shit, and even then, I'm still not gonna stop. Let a player know what y'all want to hear me pop my shit about. What kind of controversial topics y'all want to hear? Tell me how y'all feel about dating with kids. You know, I always want to hear y'all thoughts on the particular Tea with Lola B topic. How do you guys feel? Y'all dating people with kids and y'all don't have no kids or not? So I appreciate you guys for participating in another segment of Tea with Lola B.
Oh yeah, man. You know, it's always a pleasure, you know, to be on here with the family and for y'all to come and tune in.
With the bang.
With that bang. I'm gonna go watch that right after this again. But yeah, it's definitely been a beautiful episode of the Solidified Podcast. As always, it's your boy King Shiz.
It's your boy. Magnificent. It's your boy. This guy.
Great.
He's OD annoying.
I was waiting for y'all to get quiet for me.
He's so OD. Anyways, and it's your girl with the bang, Lola B. I'm not gonna stop. It's so funny.
Let that thing ride. Keep it going. We like it. We love it. But yeah, it's all love, y'all. It's all love, man. Keep tuning in, man. All love and respect. We out.
Peace.